These are some of the craziest 1 in a billion moments in nature, but you guys gotta see this insane glacier and you won't believe what happens to it. To start, most of us don't know, but life forms under the seas have it pretty rough sometimes. Here's a terrifying natural phenomena captured on camera for the first time by a BBC crew in 2011. Like a ghostly finger of death, the Brinicle is an icy projection that reaches down to the ocean floor, freezing everything in its path to death. This rare and ominous sight is a reminder that even in the most uncommon environments, nature's power can be both beautiful and terrifying. Our next stop takes us to the heart of Japan, where the beauty of lakes that look like a dragon's eye will leave you stunned. Known as Kagami-numa, this humble lake disguises its true nature for most of the year. But as winter chill sets in, this ordinary lake undergoes a mystical transformation, metamorphosing into a breathtaking spectacle. The surface of the lake becomes a canvas painted with delicate brushstrokes of ice and snow, gradually building up to reveal a mesmerizing sight that looks like a dragon's eye. Similar to the one in Japan, one of nature's wonders also lies in the scapes of Croatia. Coincidentally, this one is known as the Dragon's Eye Lake. Dragon Eyes Lake is a beautiful and unique natural feature in northern Dalmatia, Croatia. It's an amazing thing how this natural phenomenon in its brilliant blue mirrors the eyes of a dragon. Yet, as captivating as the legend surrounding Dragon Eyes Lake may be, it pales in comparison to the story behind dragon scale clouds. This one literally blurs the lines between myth and reality.
This guy is crazy.
Unlike the myths and legends that shroud the lake, dragon scale clouds are a rare and fleeting phenomenon, a true 1 in a billion moment in nature, where it appears as if the sky itself has been adorned with the scales of a mighty dragon. The truth about the dragon scale pattern with its undulating waves and shimmering clouds is a visual indication of turbulent air currents, a sign that the atmosphere is unsettled and a storm is coming. So when next you see these beautiful clouds, don't just admire them, also seek shelter fast. Moving on, I have a question for you. What are the odds you get to see a new island being born? Probably 0, right? Well, in October 2023, an underwater volcano erupted near Japan's Ogasawara Islands, giving birth to a brand new island. This rare event is like a glimpse into the Earth's secret laboratory, where nature is busy creating new land. The new island, now named Niijima, was formed by a series of explosive eruptions just off the coast of Iwato Island. The eruptions have been building up, creating a new landmass that's rising from the sea like a phoenix from the ashes. But only God knows where this slithery surprise rose from. Let's now meet the furriest snake in town with a furtive advantage. This 2-foot-long cutie was spotted slithering in Thailand, rocking a mossy green fur coat that's got everyone scratching their heads. It's like a snake and a caterpillar had a baby, and it's adorable. But don't get too close, it's still a snake at heart, with scales hiding underneath all that fuzz. But if you think that's weird, wait till you see how sperm whales sleep. This might surprise you, but sperm whales actually sleep vertically. When they sleep, they find a way to stay suspended in the water heads, facing upwards and tails down, without sinking or floating away. But it's nothing compared to when fireflies light up the forest in a dazzling display of lights in the Great Smoky Mountains. This natural wonder is like a symphony of light, where thousands of synchronous fireflies orchestrate a mesmerizing spectacle of twinkling beauty. The mountains come alive at night with a soft ethereal glow, as if the stars themselves have descended upon the forest floor. It's a breathtaking experience that will leave you in awe. Next, do something for me. Instead of water, imagine a massive sheets of ice crashing ashore on the world's largest and oldest freshwater lake. Lake Baikal's frozen landscape is a marvel of nature's artistry. For 5 months annually, the world's largest freshwater lake transforms into a vast, crystalline expanse of ice, sturdy enough to support vehicles driving across its surface. The shoreline becomes a gallery of ice waves, sculpted by the harsh Siberian climate into mesmerizing forms. It is nothing short of beauty. Speaking of beauty, follow me to Hawaii's Barbie Pink Pond. The pink pond's vibrant color has a sinister secret. halobacteria, a type of single-celled organism that thrives in salty waters. While it creates a breathtaking landscape, this microbe's toxicity makes the water dangerous, even to some animals. The beauty is deceiving, hiding a potential threat to any living thing, including your precious skins. So be careful out there. Speaking of threat, we still don't know why to date so many fishes washed up dead ashore. Alien presence, or is Aquaman in trouble? Nobody knows. However, in December 7, a significant marine event occurred in Hakodate, Japan, where a large quantity of fish, primarily sardines and mackerel, washed ashore. The estimated amount of fish was initially reported to be around 1,200 tons, according to Asahi Shimbun. The incident resulted in a kilometer-long stretch of beach being covered in a thick layer of fish, creating a silver blanket.
Heavy machinery has been brought in to clear out the dead fish, a task that could take until the end of the year.
This made a lot of headlines back then, but wasn't talked about as much as the Gate of Hell in Turkmenistan was. The Gate of Hell, as it is popularly called, is a 230-foot wide crater that has been blazing for over 50 years, its flames dancing like a chorus of infernal spirits. The origin? A 1971 Soviet drilling accident that unleashed a massive underground gas reserve, which has been burning ever since. But you think you've seen it all until you've seen rocks that could help Charlie Puth make a great album. The ringing or lithophonic rocks is a cluster of ordinary-looking boulders that hold a secret that has fascinated visitors for centuries. When struck with the hammer, these unassuming rocks emit a clear ringing sound that defies an explanation. Somebody sign these rocks into a record label, please? Anyway, as the note of the rocks fades away, we find ourselves transported to a world where nature's rhythm takes on a different beat. This unique landscape in Madagascar is like nothing else on Earth, with a forest of sharp limestone peaks stretching up to 328 feet high.
Rise 220 feet from the ground.
UNESCO World Heritage Site, recognized for its exceptional natural beauty and biodiversity. With its labyrinthine paths and towering formations, the Singi is a fascinating place to explore, and a testament to the amazing diversity of Earth's natural landscapes. That said, here's what happens when Mother Nature gets a little too excited. Check out this dude's close call with a tsunami of icebergs. It's like a real-life scene from Frozen, but way more intense. This boat's captain got some serious skills, calmly flooring it and dodging icebergs like a pro, all while keeping his cool.
You are! You're not mad!
While on it, let's break the ice on this one. Imagine witnessing a behemoth glacier before your very eyes. That's exactly what happened on a boat tour in the Gulf of Alaska, where tourists got a front row seat to a jaw-dropping display of Mother Nature's power. Photographer Jonathan Hunch was on hand to capture the epic moment, as massive chunks of ice cracked off and plunged into the water, sending a towering wave hurtling toward the boat. Talk about a close call. And while at it, witness the euphoria of those men as they stumble upon what they believe to be a black river. Their faces, which were brimming with excitement and wonder, quickly turned into disbelief and astonishment. Let's hope the big corporations don't find out about this, or it could be game over for this incredible natural wonder. Nevertheless, have you ever wondered what Spider-Man's lair looks like? Well, I found it for you. Mother Nature's got her own fashion sense, and it's tingling, because it's a real-life web fest out there. Flooding has forced millions of spiders to bug out and seek higher ground, and they habit this place in Australia. So much it looks like a literal cobweb blanket. It's like the spiders are trying to outdo each other in a game of spiderweb limbo. Nevertheless, these spooky spectacles happen semi-regularly during Australia's rainy season, but it's still a sight to behold. So if you're in the area, grab your camera and get ready for a sticky situation. Oh, and since we're in Australia, we're off to Christmas Island, where the ground is literally crawling with red crabs. On Christmas Island, the red crabs are like the Avengers, assembling from all corners of the island to answer the call of the wet season's first rainfall. It's like the first starting gun for the greatest migration on Earth, but they do it in such perfect harmony that it's that it creates a beautiful scene. Speaking of animals that move in harmony, have you ever seen a reindeer cyclone before? Don't know if they were mad or something, but I certainly wouldn't want to be stampeded by that. And there you have it, some of the most astonishing 1 in a billion moments in nature. Well, which one left you speechless? Let us know in the comments below.